Hello everyone, glad to see you all. Today I'm going to talk on the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. Are there four truths in the world? How come? Truth should be one, right? By the same token, truth should be common to all humans and even all beings. What is that truth? That is the truth that the Buddha rediscovered. It is a rediscovery. Rediscovery means discover. He discovered it again. Why rediscovered? Because all Buddhas in the past taught the same thing. This Buddha, our Buddha, rediscovered the same thing. You know, for the last 91 eons, only 7 people could rediscover this truth. The last person was the Buddha of our era, Sakyamuni Buddha, the historical Buddha who was born in India 623 years before Jesus. He was born as a prince and named Siddhartha. He led a successful lay life, and at the age of 29 he left home and became an ascetic. Because he understood, unlike the mind of all other beings, human's mind can be developed further. So he strived hard days and night, and finally on the full moon night of the month of May, he realized and reached that state of human perfection which is called Buddhahood. That was a realization. He realized mainly 3 natural principles in the world, in the universe. They are the 4 noble truths, the dependent origination, and the 3 characteristics of existence. Now let's understand the 4 noble truths and the Eightfold Path. These 2 are inseparably interconnected, intermingled, interrelated. Let's now come to understand the 4 noble truths first. As I said earlier, truth should be one and it should be common to all beings wherever they live. So what is that truth? That is nothing but unsatisfactoriness. In other words, dissatisfaction, discomfort, or suffering. So what is unsatisfactoriness or dissatisfaction? You know, all beings are insatiate, and they all have to suffer because of birth, aging, disease, pain, grief, etc. All this, the whole mass of suffering comes to be because of birth. Since we are born again and again, we have to understand that we all are born again and again in samsara. Samsara means we have birth, death. It is a cycle that is called samsaric cycle. We all are born in different realms. There are 31 realms where we all are born again and again. The Buddha said in brief, these 5 aggregates of clinging are unsatisfactory. In brief, these 5 aggregates of clinging, what are the 5 aggregates of clinging? This is to be understood. This is where we can understand unsatisfactoriness. 5 aggregates means the person, any beings. We all are clinging to these 5 aggregates. We have five things interconnected, interdependently existing. What are the 5? The form aggregate, the feeling aggregate, the perception aggregate, the volitional formation aggregates, and the consciousness aggregate. These are called 5 aggregates. The so-called man, woman means these 5 aggregates. So the unsatisfactoriness is within. That is what is called unsatisfactoriness. As long as we cling, attached to these 5 aggregates, we have to suffer. That is the truth in the world. All beings are attached to these 5 aggregates. That is the problem. That is the truth in the world. Then why 4 truths? There are no 4 truths, but 4 facets, 4 sides of truth. They are unsatisfactoriness, the cause of unsatisfactoriness, the cessation of unsatisfactoriness, and the path leading to the cessation of unsatisfactoriness. These 4 are the 4 noble truths. Of the 4 noble truths, the last one is the noble eightfold path. Why these both, the 4 noble truths and the eightfold path are called noble? Because the noblest one rediscovered this, and those who understand and realize, those who know this and those who see this through wisdom, they themselves are called the noble ones. Okay, now let's understand the noble eightfold path. This path is called the middle path because in the world the Buddha understood 2 extremes. He gave up, he abandoned 2 extremes. Sensual indulgence is one extreme and self-mortification is the other. He abandoned both these and then he followed the middle way. That is why the path, the Noble Eightfold Path, is called the middle path. There are 8 factors of the path. What are the 8 factors? Right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Since there are 8 factors, the path is called the Eightfold Path. 8 factors can be condensed into 3: morality, concentration, and wisdom. In Pali, the Buddha's language, Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. So wisdom, you can't go to the wisdom directly. First thing first, you have to understand morality. With morality is the foundation. You have to develop, you have to build the house on that. So morality is first, means precepts, like 5 precepts for lay persons. 5 precepts, 8 precepts, 10 precepts, like that. we have to restrain ourselves. We have to restrain our senses. That is our discipline. Discipline is the first thing. Then we can come to the state of calmness, because when we have discipline, we want to sit, we want to rest, we want to calm, relax this body. When we relax this body, calm this body, we can come to the state of calmness, tranquility, concentration, which leads to wisdom. That is important. Wisdom means wisdom of the Four Noble Truths, the dependent origination, and the three characteristics of existence. Those who reached and realized these three principles are the enlightened ones in the world, who have come to real peace, real happiness of life, unsurpassed coolness of life. I wish you that real peace, real happiness, that unsurpassed coolness of life. Thank you.